Oh, my intro in.
No, we're just gonna sit here.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, yeah, let's just sit here then.
Can we have
That's
some?
fine.
Should we have some dead air?
Okay, I believe that this is episode 84. Oh fuck, we're not saying the episode numbers anymore,
No,
are
we're
we?
not. We're not. This is episode
This
whatever it
is a
says.
very strong
Whatever it
start.
says at the top on whatever it says at the wait, well, hang on. Whatever it says at the bottom on YouTube, whatever it says in front of your face on Spotify, that's what number it is. My dog is currently itching himself, so sorry if you hear a weird noise.
What a
No, it's not.
legend.
It's not getting picked up. It's all good.
Itchy and scratchy.
Someone just made a very edgy joke in my group chat.
What did they say? Go on, share it with me.
Is
Share
that who I
it with
think
me.
it is? Yeah, it is. Someone started sharing rep faces close to failure, and I won't say who, but someone in my group chat said Harvey Price is looking well. Yikes! He's a disabled son of Katie Price.
Who's that?
She's a singer, but he's disabled. Was the joke? What?
White.
Oh, shut up. Bro, could
What?
you hear that?
No,
Could you hear me there?
no.
So I said, "Who's Harvey Price?" and Siri just fucking randomly interjected on my laptop.
Did it Google it?
Yeah,
Damn, you got two. You got two definitions of Harvey Price. Then sick.
no, but I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, he's the disabled son of a singer, Katie Price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, do we have any things for today's topics? Because I'm going to dig out some questions real quick.
No, we do not. I was thinking we could just chat. Utter
That's
bollocks.
fair. I'm going to pull up some questions just in case we run out of shit to say.
Okay, fair.
Oh
That
wait,
is all
okay,
fair.
no. I've got some. Yeah, these are good. I've got some controversial opinions. There we go. That's a good one.
Uh,
All right. Anyway, is there anything you wanted to cover? How's your week been?
Decent, very decent. So I'm like 2.5 pounds down. My physique seems to have got the memo this week. Like last 2 weeks, I've looked at the check-in pictures. I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. Like midsection lower back came in last week. This week, midsection more, waist more. I guess that's kind of midsection, but you know what I mean. Um,
Okay.
and then
Diet brain.
started to get some quad separation, which
Lovely.
is nice. And then I've just ordered a Philips One Blade as well. So
Oh, yes.
I shaved that shit.
Bruv, my Philips One Blade is needed. I was using Manscaped before. The razor would die after doing one leg. So long.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
So long.
Okay.
Your face looks leaner. You look a lot leaner visually, like through the face today.
Yeah, I was at a wedding reception, and my nan goes to me, "You're looking so much skinnier now that you've lost that weight." I'm like, "Fuck off, nan!
Don't say
You're
that.
supposed to say lean,
Yeah.
not skinny."
Oh dear.
Shameful behavior.
She doesn't know, mate. She doesn't know.
She doesn't know the score.
She doesn't know the score.
It's all right. We educated her. It was a solid evening of, why are you eating that? Can't you just have a little bit? Do you mind not eating that when we're eating cake? All of that shit. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Do
Fuck
you
off.
mind not eating that when we're eating cake? Like, it would actually piss me off. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, bro. If it's really that deep, don't eat cake.
Yeah, literally. I feel like it's mostly just people projecting like their insecurities.
Yep, 100%.
Can't
That's the
lie.
thing, like, it's people don't quite get. I don't know if you get this to the same extent, but people don't quite get like what we're doing or like why we're doing it. So like I've been away with my girlfriend's family a couple of times. We've gone on holidays together, and I'll get like a Diet Coke, and they'll be like, "Oh, why are you getting that?" And I'll be like, "I like Diet Coke." And they'll be like, "I thought you were healthy." I'll be like, "Well, there's like three or four things wrong with what you've just said." I'll be like, "Well, I mean, first of all, it gave you the idea that I'm healthy. Second of all, Diet Coke isn't exactly the most unhealthy thing in the world, and also, like, no, that's not really what I'm doing. I'm not really like a health guy. But like, what? Like, I don't know. It just baffles me. Or like, I'll get an on-tracked meal with them, and I'll get dessert, and they'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like, "I'm getting dessert," and they'll be like, "Why?" And I'll be like, "Because I want dessert." And they'll be like, "I thought you didn't really like sweet things." I'll be like, "No, I do. I just don't. I just have goals beyond that, you know. But when I'm going for an untrapped meal, I'm gonna have a dessert because I want a dessert. Do you know what I mean though? Where people like kind of are like, "Why are you doing that?" Like, I thought you were healthy or something. They see you eat something untracked and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Mm,
It's so weird.
yeah, it's very annoying. But I also actually don't care. So it's not really that annoying, is it, now that I think about it?
Yeah, I think you're very much like the listeners at home or viewers. You have to bear in mind, me and Luke have been doing this for not a ton of time. Grand scheme of things, not a ton of time, but for us, a long time. Like, I can't remember, and I'm sure it's the same for Luke. I can't remember what it's like to not do this. And so for us, we've just got past the point of caring, and you will all get there eventually if you're not used to this.
Mate, I'm literally hardwired. Like, I'm on holiday. I wake up and I'm like, right, what's my protein source for meal one?
Yeah, yeah, no, literally. Like, it's no longer like if I'm off plan, it's not like what do I want to eat. It's like what do I want to eat, and then within that, what makes the most sense to eat. Like, I remember when I was on holiday and I was, yeah, like a few months ago, or whatever. I would look at the food that I'd eaten or remembered the food that I'd eaten, and I'd be like, I was only having 3 meals a day. I was like, yeah, first two, little bit low in protein. I've got to double up on the protein on my last meal. You know, if someone's making like, I don't know, some fucking burgers, I might go and cook some chicken alongside and just have like chicken on its own. Maybe a chicken salad, chicken and chips. I don't know, something like that. Something low calorie, just to get a bit more protein in. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. You kind of I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I'm not eating somewhat smartly. You know, like even within intuitive eating, there's still like a bit of knowledge. What's that phrase that you use? Informed eating, isn't it?
Informed eating, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is the best way to go about it because intuitive eating is like I'll go to the restaurant and be like, I want to eat this food and this food. And then informed eating is going, okay, well, I can pick between those two based on the context of like what the food is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, intuitive eating is basically doing what the fuck you want, which is what got most people into fitness in the first place because it
Yeah,
didn't work.
yeah, yeah. I remember the last day of the holiday, we went to this restaurant and it was fantastic. And there was like the whole like I looked at the whole menu. I was like, I want everything here. So how do I pick? I was like, well, let's just look at what I'd eaten that day and what I was going to eat on the restaurant. And Chloe said, let's split a starter. Then she said, let's split a dessert. And I was like, okay, cool. That means I'm going to get a smaller main. It's as simple as that. I was just like, right, what's a smaller, slightly lower calorie main? They had a crazy like crab salad. I've never had crab before. And I was like kind of keen to try it. And Chloe's mum had tried it and said it was phenomenal. So I ordered that. And that's how I picked because I was like, right, I want something fairly filling, fairly high protein, and I'm going to have two other courses. I'm going to have half of two courses alongside. So I'm not going to go for the fucking fish and chips because it was like a fish restaurant.
Do you know what half two courses are?
One.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really because it's like half of a starter, half of a main. The starter's small, but no, sorry, half a starter, half a dessert. Desserts are pretty dense in calories. Starters depends what it is. But I
Mm.
don't really care about having a starter. If I was going to pick like if I was having two courses and I was trying to keep calories low, I guess it'd be starter main because desserts are where they get you with the calories. Get you.
What usually happens is Rabber and I will share a starter.
Yeah.
We'll get a main each,
Mm.
and then I'll end up eating like a third of her main, and then we'll share a dessert. Mate, it's so good. You know when it's coming. You know when it's coming because they start to go like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. It's all right. Just hand it over. I can sort it.
Are you like somewhat ordering for her? She's like, oh, I could
Yeah.
get this or this. You're like, don't get that. I hate it.
Yeah, I've had that before. I don't really think you'd like that. Maybe just have this instead.
Oh, mate.
No, to be fair, literally everything I've ever suggested, she has agreed with. I think I fucked up like once,
What
and
was the
that
fuck up?
was we went to Giggling Squid, but it was like a really shit Giggling Squid,
Yeah.
so it was just all a bit shit.
Oh, what's the whole suggestion of giggling squid was shit?
Yeah,
Ah, peak.
it makes sense now, because now that I think about it, it was like a fucking Saturday and there were like 5 people in the whole restaurant. So I'm like, okay, this restaurant must have a bad rap. And yeah, the food was okay.
Giggling Squid's decent usually. There's a couple
Yeah.
near me. Yeah, it's weird what people say and do, and I think the thing that stands out the most to me out of everything that you said, people said to you at the wedding, is that can you not eat that while we're eating cake? That just
No,
drives
that
me.
wasn't an actual quote. That was just me riffing shit.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Like that would piss me off. I'd be like, what the? That is projecting, first of all, and second of all, it's like, brother, you could just not eat the cake if it's really that deep. If you're really gonna get that sensitive about it,
Mate, it was calling the caterpillar cake, to be fair.
nah, that's valid cake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is what I was thinking. Very valid cake.
valid cake.
If you had to rank cakes, what would you go for? Like flavors?
Oh shit, man. I don't know. Like, oh, that's really tough.
I'm throwing this right out there. Marble cake is fucking dead.
The fuck is that? Marble cake.
So you get like uh you make like normal cake mixture. You take half of it out and put chocolate on the half that's in there, mix it all together, and then you throw the other half back in again and swirl it a couple of times so it's all mixed up and marbly.
Weird.
Yeah, no.
I like just general top cakes in no order. Classic chocolate, obviously. Coffee.
Yeah.
I like a coffee cake. I do
Yeah.
like a carrot. Oh, I'm just thinking of more and more I like. I'm fat. I like
Coffee is good, carrot is good, yeah.
pineapple upside down. What's it called? Like a turnover upside down cake? What the fuck's that one called?
That is not a cake. What are you talking about? Pineapple.
The upside down one.
Off.
You never had it?
No.
Pineapple upside down cake. I'm gonna have to Google this so I get it right. The listeners at home are screaming at me, Jack, you're a fucking idiot. Pineapple.
You are?
Yeah, pineapple upside down cake. There we go. Mate, it fucking slaps. Unreal
No.
cake. Good for digestion as well. I like a Victoria sponge, but some of them can be shit. Sometimes you just get such a shit Victoria sponge.
If I got to rank them, I'm going. Yeah, Victoria sponge is top with like jam and cream.
You're putting that top. That's outrageous.
Yeah,
bro. That's outrageous.
mate. You've never had. What was the cake that I gave you that my mum made for my birthday? Do you remember?
Oh shit, that was a Victoria sponge, wasn't it? Because I
Yeah,
got
I'm
it all
pretty
over myself. I was like jam and cream.
It was good, man. Come on, you've got to agree.
That was fucking good. Okay, yeah, no, to be fair. Okay, Luke's mum's Victoria sponge.
Yeah.
I'll allow
Bigger.
as top.
Yeah, that was banging. Then we've got.
Is your mum called Padme?
No.
Missed opportunity, bro. Missed opportunity.
No.
Missed opportunity, bro.
This is not how it works, bro.
Nah, rename her.
This is not how it works. I just love the memes where it's like Padme dies of fucking sadness.
Literally, she does though. She literally does. That's the explanation.
It's so good.
I love the prequels. They were like, we have to kill her off somehow.
Yeah. I never really thought about that yet, because it's like, okay, she clearly can't go through.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she has to give birth and then die, and they can't have Anakin kill her because he has to get redeemed.
Yeah, that's true. It's such a fucking plot hole that Anakin doesn't just like leave the Jedi Order, because it's not like he fucking loses his powers or anything.
Yeah, no. Oh, mate, that's so true.
Like, you can fucking kill like everyone in the galaxy and try and take over, or you could just go and like live off your hot senator's wife money. Like what? What would you
Yeah,
do?
I get why he joined the Sith, but I don't get
She
why
literally owns a fucking planet, bro.
I think the high ground thing is still bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, it's still kind of bullshit. The only reason that Obi-Wan won is because he had the high ground. Like that is kind of wank.
Yeah,
Because
I
Anakin
do
is
see.
really, really, really good. Like he's the chosen one. He is still the chosen one.
Is he though?
Yeah, he
I feel like
fulfilled
it might be. Feel like it might be Ray, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh yeah, no.
No one's gonna watch that film, surely.
What do you mean?
The fucking Ray Palpatine film.
Is there one coming out about Ray Palpatine?
Yeah, I'm like, who asked for
I
this?
didn't even know. What? So it's her like good or evil or what?
Fuck knows. I think it's just like her after the sequels.
Oh, did you play the the two Star Wars games that have been really good? Fallen Order and Survivor, Jedi Survivor, is that it?
No, I haven't played either of them.
I've played the first one, Fallen Order. I played
Right.
most of it. Good fucking game. You would like that. You'd like that game a lot.
I want to play it. I just resent like paying fucking £90.
Go to a like second-hand shop and like buy it second.
Well, I'm a
Wait,
retard
you got
and I
Series
bought the
S
Xbox that doesn't have a
disc drive,
uh
yeah.
yeah, so I fucked it basically.
I think they're making a new Series S that has a disc drive.
Of course they fucking are.
And they're making a Series X that's all digital for no reason. To be fair,
I feel
speaking
like they're running out of ideas.
like literally speaking of games, I'm this week I'm there's a used game store around the corner from me. They have a PS5. I'm gonna buy a PS5. Like
I'm gonna go there and buy the PS5 just
fuck
this
you.
way.
I might buy it today. I'm like teasing myself with it every time I walk past with King, and I'm like, ooh, maybe today.
You can't take King in there,
No, I
surely.
can't. I can't. No, he'd eat my PS5.
Leave him out on the railings. You come back and you're like, where the fuck did that railing go? You just
Oh,
pulled it out.
mate, no, that wasn't him. That was another dog. We went when I was on holiday. There was a co-op, and someone had like tied their dog up to like a metal bollard, and the
Mm,
dog had pulled the bollard out the floor when it sniffed King to chase King. Crazy. It was a big fucking dog. It was a friendly dog.
that's hilarious.
But yeah, we had to like stand there and just let the two dogs like chill while the owner came back and was like, "What the fuck?" And we were like, "Yeah, we couldn't go anywhere because your dog was following us, and he would just run into the road."
Oh mate, that's a nightmare. That is
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
lightweight.
Yeah,
What about you? What have you been doing this week?
that's a great question. I've just come off the back of a deload. I'm still quite ill. I'm quite hay fevery. My eyes keep watering. My face is quite flushed. I'm trying to keep the lighting nice and manageable so my face doesn't look too red. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, it was a hard deload. Just very like I just got bored. I had shit to do. I was working. It was just being sat at home working all day, going for a walk, eating food. The monotony of it all without training did drive me a little bit crazy. So I'm glad to be back. I'm not quite fully recovered, so I'm just gonna run a D volume for like 2 3 weeks, because I cannot run full volume. But I messaged Tom and was like, bro, I need to train. Um, Trained, felt much better, feel better for it.
Nice.
Um, yeah, and that's part of the reason that I'm gonna get a PS5 as well is because Chloe's getting busier and busier with work. She's got more and more trips where she's away, and at the weekend where she like goes away overnight or like has she's got like a few dates coming up where like she's away for the full week, and
That's fair.
I just can't like sit in my room any more than I already am working. I don't want to do like 14 hours of work sat in this chair, go train, come back, and then be like, right, it's time to relax, put the same laptop on, put YouTube on, and just like sit in this chair forever. So I'm gonna put my PS5 in the living room. I'm tempted to take it back to my mum's place and like play some games with her or something. I might have some mates over because I've got multiple controllers. I'm just gonna try and like break
You
my.
don't have any mates,
Yeah, that's so right, mate. That's so true.
so you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm fucked. I am gonna try and make. So I'm gonna buy myself a PS5. I'm gonna make a more active effort to go and visit some of my old schoolmates as well that live somewhat near me. Um,
Okay,
just so I
smart.
don't fucking implode. But I've got training back now, and that helps a lot because I get to like see people and interact with people and like do shit.
Yeah, deload weeks where you're like literally at home. You're like, I haven't done anything. I haven't spoken to anyone.
Yeah, well, not like I haven't done it. Like I've coached, and I've like the closest interaction I've had is like a voice note and a call, and it's not enough because like I feel all right when the call's done, and then I
Mm.
finish the call, or like I'll go to bed and I'll be like I'm not tired, and like I'm thinking about what I have to do tomorrow, and because I had like a 6 day deload, so it was like 6 days back to back of like the same thing over and over and over. And I remember like I got to like day 4 and I was like, because I didn't know it was a 6 day deload. I was like, what am I doing? I didn't know how long I had left. I was like, what am I doing tomorrow? Okay, I'm gonna wake up, get ready, and then the room that I wake up in, I'm then gonna sit in for the next 14 hours, and then I'm gonna walk the dog, and then I get to go to sleep in this room, and then wake up in this. I felt like I was like, I can't do this. I genuinely considered like paying like to rent an office for like a week
Yeah.
just to go and do something. I started working out of a coffee shop where I could. But yeah, that's the thing about being self-employed is like you're just in the same space over and over, and it's fine until that space is also where you spend your downtime, and also you don't have like any other outlet. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
make
so I have this office,
yeah.
and then I have my room upstairs with like my TV and my Xbox and chill.
Yeah, that's a better approach. The thing is, I so sometimes Chloe works from home. Sometimes, well, I'm always working from home, but sometimes she works from home. So she's got like the office. Um,
How
I've
dare she?
I've got the bedroom. Um, and so yeah, I'm just gonna like try and like not spend too much time in here other than working, and just try and see people as well. As much as I'm gonna buy a PS5, the goal is not to just rot away on the PS5. It's also to like do shit as well. But when I
So,
am home, because you can't go out all the time, when I am home, PS5, and that's going to see me through prep eventually as well. That fucking thing.
oh,
You blurred the
my background's
background.
blurry now.
Hey, welcome to
Boom.
the club.
Man's nailed it. Jeez.
Yeah, welcome, mate.
The other one didn't really work.
But yeah,
Well,
all right. Should we do some
this is way
controversial?
better. I was thinking, fucking hell, my room looks so cluttered.
Mate, that's the thing. My like, you can see from the blurry images behind me. There's so much shit and crap everywhere. Um, so yeah, I blur my background because it's a lot fucking tidier.
You see the
But
light move, so I move.
oh yeah,
Trippy, mate.
thanks for that. All right, controversial opinions. Let's go through them. First of all, eggs are fucking horrible.
Most eggs, yes. Poached eggs, no.
Really? Poached
Yeah,
eggs is your exception.
poached eggs, bang, bruv.
Not even like sunny side up.
No, fuck off.
Jesus, bruv. All eggs, peng. Only time I don't like eggs is when food is stupid high. As soon as I stop liking eggs, that's when you know that
Yeah,
something's
that's when you
fucked.
know.
That's when you know. Next one is salmon is fucking gross.
You're cooking it wrong.
Yeah, bruv, that's outrageous. Salmon is peng. Are you actually mad? I do prefer salmon to smoked salmon, not gonna lie. But
Smoked salmon's good on an occasion, but if I was having salmon like every day or every couple of days, I definitely want not
I could do salmon daily. I couldn't do smoked salmon daily. Smoked salmon is just a little bit too like this is gonna sound so shit, but go with it. It's just a bit too fishy. Smoked salmon.
I've got one.
Go on,
It doesn't actually take that long to sort your food out.
bruv. Thank you. I do this every day. It's so fucking easy.
Yeah.
People just get overwhelmed. Literally, like I put my meat on either in an air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, use an oven. Why use an oven? Because you can go and do shit while it's on. You can't do shit while the hobs are on. I used to do this all the time at uni. Get a bunch of chicken breast, whack them in the oven, put them in like tin foil so they cook quicker, and then just go like put a 20-minute timer. As long as you don't leave the house, you're fine. Go fuck off and do
Mate,
something.
my flatmate at uni went to the gym with chicken breast in the oven.
Oh no.
Bruv, she comes back and it's like literally looks like it's been on the inside of a barbecue.
Oh.
It was so black.
Yeah, that's too long. Even a
Yeah.
short session is too long. Yeah, you put your meat in. If you're using protein powders
Always put the meat in.
or yogurts, so true, bestie. If you're using protein powders or yogurts, it's already prepared. You prep your carbs, put that to cook. If it's not cooking, then if you're using like pasta and rice, then cook it. If you're not and you're using microwavable, just chuck it in Tupperware. If you're using breads, you don't even need to fucking pull it out of anything. You can just wait until you need to toast it. If you're using cream of rice, you can prep that ahead of time or make it fresh. If you're using yogurts, it's done. Like If you're using fruit, it's done. And then while you're waiting for the meat to cook, put your fucking veg in and salt it. It's so fucking easy. Literally, all I have to do is 5 minutes, and then I piss off for 15 minutes, come back and my meat's cooked, and I just chuck it in the Tupperware. It's so fucking easy.
The one that gets me is like, it's stressing me out tracking loads of different shit
Yeah.
and worrying about it. But then it's like, okay, well, why don't we use a meal plan so that you don't have to track different shit all the time? No, but I like to eat different things every day. So basically, what you're saying is you just don't want to stick to a plan. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's basically what you're saying.
But also, like, meal plans are useful for like helping you map meals out. Like, let's say that you've got like chicken and rice and olive oil. You can make that protein, cream of rice, dark chocolate. You can make that beef. You can make that beef mince, fucking hummus or guac or fucking cheese and a bun. Like, it gives you an idea of like how to spread your meals out. Like, if I approach a meal and it's meant to be rice and I just don't want rice, I'll have something else. It's not that deep. Like, you can swap carbs and fat sources around, but like, if I was just given here's your macros for the day, it would be so fucking stressful trying to work out like what is what. But if you have a breakdown of like, here's, if you're busy, just eat this meal. If you don't fancy this meal, make a swap. What do you fancy swapping? Like, I never ask myself what do I want to eat. I'll be like, right, is there anything here I don't want to eat? And if I'm like, I can't be fucked for rice, I want something like a bagel, I'll just swap it for a bagel. Like, it's not that deep.
And how many different meals do you actually eat ever? Like, if
Oh,
you were going to eat different stuff, like, what does the average person have for breakfast? Cereal,
mm,
oats,
mm,
eggs,
mm,
yogurt.
yep,
That's probably it.
yep,
I can't think of anything other than that.
yep.
So basically, you're probably eating the same 10 to 15 meals in your entire life anyway.
Thank you. Key thing that
Just
I
not.
notice that most clients do who have macros, over time they end up eating similar shit anyway. Like, they'll be like, oh, I have like 2 or 3 dinners that I go between. I have like 2 or 3 lunches. I have 2 or 3 breakfasts. And I'll be like, yeah, me too. But it's like basically just modifications to a meal plan. Like, I'll pretty much just, the main thing I swap out is carbs, really. Like, if I'm in a rush, I'm not going to have rice. I'll have bagels. I usually change between bagels, wraps, and rice for meal four. The rest I'll keep as is. But like,
Mm.
again, even if you give people all that flexibility, they tend to find what's convenient and hits their macros and then just run that. And I think the thing that people forget about or get scared of with meal plans is making swaps and changes. Like, you can each week have a new meal plan. It's not that deep. Like, it's just a
Yeah, just do
convenient,
it at the start of the week.
yeah, it's just a convenient way of hitting your macros. Like, I don't have to use my fitness pal because I know that if I eat these foods or if I macro swap one of the items of these of my foods for the day, I know I'm bang on. Like, I know that if I have 75 grams of rice or one bagel, either one is fine. I'm still bang on. I don't need to like go and put it into my phone and scan the barcode. So like, you can just run a meal plan, and I think this is what most people don't realize about meal plans or like running meal plans is like, we will make changes to them. Like, me and Luke haven't run the same meal plan since the first meal plan we made. Like, we might run them longer than most people because we
Eating the
don't.
same food forever.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You're
Hey,
locked
I'm
in.
actually swapping to court this week.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I know.
Oh
It's
my
getting
god,
deep.
it's happening. But yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, I just, people be like, oh, but I like the variety. I'll be like, try a meal plan, and as soon as you get bored of anything on it, let me know, and people will be fine much longer than they think. Like, if you get bored of it, we'll just swap it. It's not that deep. Like, it's really not that deep. And most of the time, it's like, hey, I'm bored of this. Can I have this? And I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. Maybe I'm I some maybe I don't want rice anymore. I want potato. I'll be like, okay, change that over, easy peasy. You don't want 100 grams of rice. You want 400 grams of potato. Easy peasy, done.
Push, push, push.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm trying not to. There's a lot of food ones. We've got Smith machine, one of, if not the best piece of gym equipment.
I feel like the only thing you can really compare it to
Is
is
a
like
barbell.
is a barbell, dumbbells, or a cable stack
Yeah.
because it's got so many different uses.
Mm.
It's good, yeah.
What is the best then?
Oh, it's got to be a cable stack, bro. Fuck it, I'll just be
Legs.
men's physique. Yeah.
Men's physique. I was gonna say dumbbells are great. Besides lower body training, because you're pretty much just
No, but
stuck with
dumbbells
them.
are better for lower body than a cable stack.
Yeah. Easily. A barbell's great for most things besides like arms and delts. Chest, back,
If
and
you can only
legs.
do one, it's got to be dumbbells. Just like dumbbells up to 60 kilos, you're sorted.
Yeah. I guess it would be the most fun as well. Yeah, I'll give you that. I feel like I could do okay with a barbell because my elbows are in good nick. Oh, but my knees, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, it'd have to be dumbbells. I was gonna say I reckon I could train. I could do straight bar skull crushers and straight bar curls, but I didn't think about lower body. I couldn't do squats. Fuck
Yeah.
that. I could do lunges. Nah, fuck that. Give me the dumbbells. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go for. We're gonna say dumbbells are the best then, I guess, because if you have to have one, it has to be dumbbells.
Yeah.
Um, Here's an interesting take. I actually responded to it because I've never heard this before, and I don't know if I'm reading it right. But it goes as this: fasted cardio doesn't mean you skip post-workout cardio. So I think people are saying that they're doing fasted cardio instead of post-workout. I know, I've never
What?
heard that before. I've never heard that before.
No, if you say fasted cardio doesn't mean that you should skip post-workout cardio, surely that they're saying you should do it you should do some fasted and some post-workout. I don't really get how this is like a hot take though.
I
Just a weird
they're
sentence.
not they're not a replacement for each other, is what I would say. Like post-workout cardio, your heart rate is going to be way elevated than it is fasted, unless you're having some sort of caffeine. Like if you
Well, for like the first 5 minutes.
what fasted cardio,
Yeah.
I guess yeah, but like it's a lot easier to keep higher, to get higher and keep higher after a session easily.
Yeah.
But and then
Just
but
work harder. Just
but
start working.
post workout cardio is not going to be great for using lipolytics, whereas fasted cardio is.
Yeah, but most people aren't using them.
Most people are using them poorly. You should hear some of the shit I hear. Jesus
Oh, come
Christ.
on. Philippines.
Uh, People still cycling clen will never not be outrageous to me.
Why?
Because it was deemed safer a long time ago, and the best analogy that I can kind of think of to describe why that's a shit idea is, you know, when you stop in traffic, you're meant to kind of slowly keep on driving because it's more
Yeah.
fuel efficient than stop go, right?
And it's fucking annoying to stop go.
Yeah, the you can kind of think of clen and its risk as somewhat similar. Those changes up and down, well, not really down, but coming off and then coming back on and then increasing. That's where risk is at its highest when that dose escalates. So for clen, once you're at a dose and you spend a bit of time at that dose, the risk that you impose on yourself does drop off. Not fully to zero or to baseline, you're still imposing some risk on your heart, but it doesn't drop all the way off. So if you're deliberately, over a 2 week period, it's usually 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off for some arbitrary fucking reason. Over 2 weeks, you're kind of slowly tapering up your clen.
Why not
Nice.
13 days?
Yeah, no, because that's too short. 15 days is too risky, and 13 days isn't enough fat loss clearly. But after that 2 weeks on, you're then taking 2 weeks off where you're no longer experiencing that enhanced fat loss, which is just weird. Like, how the fuck are you going to manage that? Drastically pull down food, I guess. Cool. But then you're then entering the clen into your system and then restarting it. And again, that risk begins. Again, why not just stay on it and just get, like, if you're going to do 4 to 6 weeks on clen, just do it in one sprint. Get it fucking over and done with. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Valid.
Yeah. Anyway,
Valid.
okay. Next controversial opinion before we get in trouble for talking about drugs. Your average PT can't teach hinges/squat patterns properly with a level 3 PT qualification.
I mean, the average PT believes that the hamstrings are being trained in the squat, so
Yeah,
it's
I
valid.
agreed with this because, well, it's saying that the qualification alone isn't enough, and I agree. I think anyone who
Because yeah,
hasn't,
most of them are online now.
yeah, yeah,
You don't actually do any fucking training.
the people who have a level, this isn't to say everyone who has a level 3 PT can't do them, because there are people that can do it, but they can do it because they actually they've put more into PT than just a level 3. You can't just do a level 3, be completely none the wiser to absolutely everything else, and be able to teach squat and hinge patterns, because they are complicated. I think, yeah, I'd agree. Most PTs just with a level 3 would be shit at it and just couldn't do it.
But even then, they'll say have some clients that can squat really well, and they'll
Yeah,
have others which can squat shittingly. And the shittingly, that's not a word, shit.
shittily.
Um, the mark of a good trainer is taking someone that's doing it shit and making them look better. Like it's like if someone's with a PT and you're watching them, I don't judge the client for doing it poorly. I'm like, why are you such a shit trainer? Like fucking
Yeah,
monster.
yeah. I think it depends on like how the coach or trainer reacts to things. I think if it's like very much early days, that's fine. You know, uh, like if they're making small mistakes and you can see the coach or trainer correcting them, and maybe not correcting everything. If there's like 3 or 4 things wrong, just giving them 1 or 2 to work on. But
Yeah,
again,
yeah. You pick the one that's going
most
to
important.
make the most difference in them not dying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like, managing pain symptoms, or what needs to, 1 or 2 cues that are going to help the most. And as well, like, I think you can usually judge the caliber of the coach or trainer based on the cues that they give. Like, when you hear those same repeated cues.
Chest up, shoulders back, bro.
Yep,
Works every
exactly.
time.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Like a hinge back, hips back, chest up, um, yeah, proud chest or chest up, hips back, sit back, hinge back, anything like that, where it's kind of like similar cues, and you're not really like relating it to that person, or maybe using language that they understand. Like when you hear very repeated cues, that's always a red flag for me. One of the best things you can do as a coach or trainer, in my opinion, is like find out what that client's interests are, or like what they do for a day job, and try and relate it to that. So if you've got someone who like golfs in their spare time, okay, can you describe getting into a hinge position the same way as kind of setting up for like a golf swing? Because there is an element of a hinge to that. Like
Yeah,
there's a
valid.
slight lean. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I don't know. Just like I'm trying to think of other examples outside of kind of sports, but something where you're using cues and ideas that they can kind of understand. Um, for most people, like if it's a younger lad using the cue of like, you ever see girls on Instagram where they stick out their butt in an Instagram picture to grab your eye? Imagine you're doing that. Imagine you're trying to stick your butt back while you hinge. Something like that. Again, like even just small little plays on cues just to kind of relate it to that client and make it a bit more personalized go a lot further than just like chest up. They'll be like, I don't know what chest up means. You know what I mean?
Oh, there was someone the other day, and like you know how you just get some people that like say something 7 different ways, and you're like, are they listening at this point?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you literally just have to keep trying different things.
Hmm.
Like, because there's some people that will just squat when you're trying to get them to hinge, and you'll
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
like, okay, don't move your knees,
Yeah.
just keep those solid, and literally next one they squat again.
Yeah.
It's like,
Exactly.
what the fuck? Like, are you just not paying attention? And it's like having the tools there to try something different. Like, okay, maybe we just stop getting them to try and do an RDL. Maybe we just do a fucking glute bridge
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can't really squat in a fucking hip thrust. It's
Yep.
not really how it works.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with progressing a movement meso to meso. Like, you might start off by teaching a squat as like
Just
what's up.
change it to shock the body.
You might fuck it up. You might start off by teaching a hinge as like teaching a bent over row, just to learn that position in a static environment where like they're not thinking about their lower body, they're just rowing, right? And then you could move that into an RDL, and then you could move that into an SLDL, and then you could move that into like whatever the fucking order you think makes the most sense for that person, right? But yeah, you don't have to teach those movements if they're going to be annoying. And I think a lot of the time, like you need to be very ready to give multiple cues and ideas, and like think about what's going to be the most helpful for them, even if it's like you're relating it to a fucking TV show.
Oh yeah.
Right, even if you're like you have a common interest in a TV show, and you can just be like, imagine this, we're trying to do this, do you know this character when they do this, like whatever shit like that. One of my favorite cues to teach a hinge that I used to do at uni was we had these like wooden sticks, and what I would do is I would get someone to stand there, and I would be like, just let your hands hang by your sides and try and keep your knees somewhat fixed in place. And I would take the rod and I would gently push it into their hips, and just
No.
push their hips back.
I
And
heard it works better if you just use your hand.
and like I would take this bar and I would slowly push it into their hips, and I would just like try and like mimic what with them as they're going down. I'd be like, try and keep your eye line the same, just keep it fixed on one point, and puff your chest up like you're trying to show me your tits, or like you're a proud bird, or whatever the fuck, and like push your ass back like a duck, and just like push into this, and then you go and go and go until you reach the end of their range of motion. Move the stick away and be like, hold that. How does that feel? Maybe like point to your hamstring and be like, look, can you feel it in your leg, in the back of your leg, or even just in your leg? Like,
Oh yeah.
just trying to teach people that. Or if you're close with them, bend over in front of them and be like, move your groin away from my ass. And that teaches people a hinge as well. Like, if you imagine someone is bending over in front of you and you're trying to back away from them.
Right.
Because you're trying to tuck your pelvis away from them. Do you get what I mean?
Or if they're feeling really kinky, imagine they're behind you.
Yeah, and you're trying to get them to make contact. Yeah, I think again, like squatting and hinging is very difficult to teach people, and I think a lot of people just use like very generic cues. They don't assess active range of motion or anything like that, and I think people view them as like necessities as well. And it's like you don't need to hinge; you just need some form of loading.
Especially with a barbell.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't need a barbell. You don't even need to hinge. You just need some form of like hip extension and knee extension. That's all you're trying to challenge, really. Well, ideally knee extension and flexion. Anyway.
Right. I'm bored of these fitness hot takes, and what you said made me think of this.
Yeah.
Give me your hot takes about sex positions.
Hot takes on sex positions?
Yeah, this feels like way more our wheelhouse, to be honest.
Okay, right. If you think doggy is exotic, you're vanilla as fuck. Missionary isn't boring, you're just bad in bed.
Oh.
Reverse cowgirl.
Well, missionary isn't shit. She's just ugly.
Reverse cowgirl is just a little bit awkward because you are there's an arse in front of you, but you are also staring at the back of someone's fucking head.
And what also ends up happening is like they'll move a little bit and it's like dick just fucking bends backwards. Like that.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. The amount of times that I've like watched a movie or something and I'll like it's reverse cowgirl and I'll be like, I think she's just watching the movie at this point. I don't think she's even paying attention to me.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know any other hot takes really.
Standing up is fucking dead.
Really?
Yeah.
I
like both of you standing up.
Yeah, I like standing up.
No.
I'm trying to keep this. I'm trying to avoid this getting too TMI, but I like standing up.
Why?
Because after a while, your partner struggles to remain standing, and I think that's quite fun to witness. I think that's quite fun to witness.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's the overconfident, like when they're trying to stand up afterwards and they just fucking fall.
Yeah, exactly.
So funny.
I'm glad that's a shared experience. Otherwise, I'd have been really fucking awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. What else is there? Do you have any off the top of your head?
Casual sex is overrated.
Oh, mate. Yeah. No. Okay. 100%. Yeah. Agreed.
What else have we got?
If I was single, I would not be getting out and about. Can't be asked for it.
Unless it was with me.
Yeah, well, that's different. I'm doing that even though I'm not single. You know,
Oh,
we've
fair.
got dead air. We've got dead air.
Mate, I just posted the story for the podcast, and the first fucking reel that's on my page is about why women pee during squats and deadlifts. What the fuck? And it
Bloody
literally
hell.
shows like piss going onto the thing. It's
That's
insane.
fantastic. That is.
I feel like that was planned.
Yeah, it's been listening to us. It knows what it's
Have
doing.
you seen, oh, what's her fucking name? Uh, is it Hunter Henderson?
Name rings a
She's a
bell.
bodybuilder and a powerlifter, and she literally fucking covers the platform in piss when she deadlifts. It's insane.
Really?
Yeah,
That's jokes.
yeah,
To be fair, I mean, it shows that she fucking trains hard. So
yeah.
can't say I've
So
ever trained so hard I've pissed myself, but you know,
whatever floats your boat.
yeah, exactly. Maybe I need to piss more during training. That's why I'm small.
You know, Ravis from India, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I can't remember how we got into the conversation, but it came up that people getting pissed and shat on is like a sexual kink, and she was just mind blown. It was hilarious. It
Really?
was like, what the fuck?
Wait till she finds out about any other kink in the world.
Like what? Give me a couple to tell her.
Inflation, furries. Uh,
Inflation. What's
yeah.
that?
You don't know what inflation is? Oh
No.
dear. Um, it's like it's cartoons, and it's like where someone gets like inflated with air and becomes very big and swollen.
What is kinky about that?
Don't worry about it. Um, you've got yeah, I don't know, like fat kinks, furry kinks.
Furries is pretty weird.
Does she know about feet?
Yeah.
Fair. I can't even think of any fucking
Yeah,
any more dodgy ones. You know, but
yeah, furries would be a good one
you
though,
know
Jack.
about furries. Do you know about scalies?
No, what's that? Is that lizards?
Yeah, well done. It is. Yeah, it's furries, but for lizards.
What the fuck, bro?
I know.
I feel like these people just got introduced to the internet too young.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mate. 100%. I think it's a bit of brain rot in there. Little
Absolutely.
bit of brain rot. Little bit of brain rot. I think
So
we're running out of steam now at this point. We're talking about fucking weird
yeah.
things.
Right. Thank you very much for listening, everyone.
Yeah.
Your one request this week is to tell us about the weirdest sexual kink that you have heard of. That's what we want to know.
And it
And
can't.
give us your hot takes about sex as well.
Yeah, and it can't be anything that we
Not
talked
about
about.
fitness. We don't care about that. Fuck off.
Yeah, maybe we should do this less fitness based. It's fucking yeah.
Yeah. What can we call it? The just reminded this. One of my friends from college, this is completely unrelated, but I was thinking of window, and then I was like post-sex window. That doesn't really work. But one of my friends, he hooked up with this girl in her house, and then literally immediately after they finished having sex, he was like, right, I'm going to make some toast
Damn,
in her house.
that's crazy. Fucking hell.
Oh, it was so good.
What if we were like the coitus window?
What a legend.
If you could think of any
Coitus
names,
Collective.
the what?
Coitus Collective. That'd be a
Coitus
great name for an
collective. Fuck me. If anyone can think of any good names for the sex part of our podcast, let us know.
but
We'll do this
I
with
agree.
guests as well. It'll be brilliant.
Preferably live. That would be good.
Live sex with guests.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Luke, where can people find you if they want coaching?
So OnlyFans is link in bio. Just
Brilliant.
click that one. Jack's doing some features on there at the moment for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. LacticAddictLuke.
There it is on YouTube and Instagram.
On YouTube as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other platforms that you're on that you're actually using?
TikTok, but it's just the same as my Instagram, so you don't really need to follow that.
Fair. I am JackArcherCoaching.
Actually, you know
YouTube,
what?
Instagram.
Fuck it. Follow it. Get me more followers, you pricks.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that was a bit aggressive.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you everyone for listening. Until the next one. See you.